Since going over the pros and cons about becoming a loctician, are you still on the fence? Still not sure if this is something that you want to do, something that you want to embark upon? We're going to get into it today. Cost, time, clientele, website, and EIN. Do you really need all that? It's Marquita, your Lock Journey advocate. Let's get into the content. Hey YouTube, so it's time to get back into all the things you need to know about becoming a loctician, part 2. So today we're going to be talking about the things that you need to understand about getting into the whole groove of wanting to become a loctician. There's about 5 things that I want to share that have worked for me, 5 things that I know can definitely work for you. 5 things that I know will help you along your journey, at least to get started. Once you get started, then you'll understand all the other things that will come into that and encompass that, and you can just keep going from there. So let's get into it. First thing is cost. What is it going to cost you to become a loctician? Talking about money, there's actual money that has to go into this. So you're going to be paying for any kind of certifications. If you're trying to become a sister lock consultant, there is certification. If you're going to become an official sister lock consultant, there is certifications that you should get from the home office at sisterlocks.com. You can go there and find out all the information you need to do to sign up for their 3-day training course. Once you do that, then they'll give you all the information that you need to get started. You'll get booklets, you'll get hands-on teaching, you'll have your lock consultants there to answer all of your questions. It's a great experience because you'll be there with lots of other women who are going to do the same thing you're doing, but you're meeting other people from different walks of life from you. Excuse me. So I think it's going to be a great experience for you if you decide to do the sister lock class. Micro locks. You don't need to be certified to do micro locks, but there are master classes out there so you can get down the techniques. There are people who have been doing micro locks for a long time, and they decided that they want to be able to share this information with other women and men. So you can go to any one of those master classes. They're not as expensive as sister locks. Go to one of those master classes, get the hands-on training, get all the materials you need, and you can be on your way to becoming a sister lock consultant or a micro locks consultant. Other costs that are encompass the becoming a loctician are all your advertising. Other than the free advertising, of course, social media, things of that nature. But if you're planning on, printing business cards or things of that nature, there's a cost that includes with that. So think about the cost. If this is something that you really want to do, then the cost is definitely going to be first and foremost for you. Number 2, time. Do you have the time to put into becoming a sister lock consultant, micro lock consultant, regular locks consultant, things of that nature? Are you working a full-time business? Is this something that you just want to do part-time on the side? Or do you eventually want this to be your full-time business? Take it from me, from example, I have been doing sister locks since 2014. I've been working a full-time job as well. So it takes time to become full-time into doing locks. Unless you already have clientele, go for it. But if you're just starting out, it's going to take time, and you don't want to invest money into something that's not going to accrue much wealth yet. You want to take your time and build your credibility with your clients, build your clientele, and then at that point you can worry about trying to get an office space or things of that nature, trying to get things together and things of that nature for you to become full-time in your business. Clientele is key. The only thing that I have for clientele, and as far as trying to gain clientele, is word of mouth. All of my clients have come to me because they've heard someone else come to me, or they've seen my work on someone else, so they came to me back in 2014. So that's all I had. I wasn't on social media all like that. I was on Facebook a little bit here and there, but definitely word of mouth is going to be the best way for you to gain clientele and gaining your experience and things of that nature. Of course, we already have social media, so of course, get social media on all platforms. I don't have Twitter, but Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, things of that nature. Get yourself out there, get your work going, let people see what you do, speak to your friends, speak to your family, things of that nature. See if they could get some information out there for you so you can gain clientele, and then people will start to inquire about you. Especially, this is key, Especially do your research. If you are one of not so many people within your area, that's going to be very, very key. If you don't have a lot of people in your area that are doing these kinds of hairstyles, you may be the one to forerun a lot of these situations for your clients. So you want to be able to do some research and see who's doing microlocks in your area, who's doing sister locks in your area. Are there locticians in your area? If not, you could be the one that people come to because you may be a lot closer to them than there are, anybody else that they have to, travel an hour or so out of their city or their state to go and see to do their hair. So you want to be very cautious and mindful of that, because you just may be the one that someone can go to because they don't want to go all the way to New York, or they don't want to go all the way to Hartford, or whatever it may be. They want to come to you. So you starting this business could be something that someone is looking for and you don't even really realize it. Number 3, website. Should I get a website? I would say yes. I would say after you begin to excuse me, guys, after you begin to start doing more clientele, getting the rhythm, getting the groove of things, once you already have a set way of doing your business, then your website can come into play. I wouldn't jump and do a website off the bat, because you want to have pictures, you want to have price lists, you want to have your policies and procedures down, you want to have your times of business down. Those things you need to think about before you go and jump and get a website. You want to make sure you have all these things in place first before you go and get a website. So hold off on a website, let everything else start rolling in, and then eventually grab a website, because people are going to start to inquire about you more. People that are out of your state, people that can't get to you or call you right away, they want to check your website, or they'll start asking you, do you have a website? That's when you want to start putting things into place for a website. Wix is the first website that I ever used. I'm not using a website right now because I kind of already have my clientele, secure in what I do. But I would say, Wix is a great website, Wix.com. They offer, I believe, free services for a website. And then eventually they'll want you to pay to get more, along the lines of what their website will offer you. So Wix is a great website that offers this information. Lastly, an EIN number. Do I need to get an EIN number? Right off the bat, I would say no, because you may not want to do this full time. If you want to do this full time, that's when an EIN number will come into play. That's when getting all the information that you need for taxes and things of that nature will come into play. But if you're doing this part time, you're not making a whole lot of money. You're not making as much as you would make at a 9-to-5 doing this part time. So if you want to get an EIN number, you can, just to say, you have a business and things of that nature. But the EIN is definitely just there and is meant to separate you from your business, and is meant to give you that separation, pretty much, when you want to start applying for business loans, and you want to start doing your taxes, your business is separate from you. So that EIN is going to identify that you have a business and things of that nature. So along with the EIN number, a business phone number, a business website, like all those things will come into play after. So you just want to be cautious and mindful of all the things that you need to do to get yourself started with becoming a loctician. All these things that I listed, like the last two more so, are the ones that you're gonna just wait on to see how things are going, how things are moving, how things are shaking once you get your clientele. And then once you see that, and it may take a little while, it's not gonna be off the bat, like I said, unless you're in an area that doesn't offer these kinds of services. You may get clients coming in contact you back to back, but you want to just be thinking about all those things that are going to help you along the way. And those are the top 5 things you need to know as far as becoming a loctician, getting started, and, getting really in depth with really wanting to do this as a business, as a part-time business, and eventually into a full-time business, not, replacing your 9-to-5 with becoming a loctician as I have. If you guys want to hear more about this, please please share, comment, and let me know what content you're looking for. And I will definitely, put some things together. I already have some things that I want to talk about more as far as being a loctician and things of that nature, things for clients, things for locticians. And yeah, we'll get more into it. So I pray that you guys have a great day. Be well, and I'll see you guys next time.